Is it okay to show emotions when you're out there playing sports? I get asked that question all the time from parents of athletes. And the answer to that question is it depends. It depends on who you are, right? For me, I was an emotional athlete. If I'm not getting what I want for long enough, or if I'm losing when I expect to win, I'm going to have an emotional response to that. I think for most pro athletes, you could say that they're very emotional around competing. Why? Because you're asking them to compete at the highest possible level. Of course, going to be emotional about that. And I think it's ironic that then we create consequence for being emotional. In the NBA, you're getting teed up if you slam a ball down or, God forbid, you say one thing to the referee. That's why I can't watch the NBA. I can't take that. The referees are so ultra sensitive, it's ridiculous. That's for another post. In tennis, you have warnings. In soccer, you have red and yellow cards. And in football, you have flags for unsportsmanlike conduct. So, yeah, I mean, you're punishing people for being emotional. And I do think it's ridiculous to think that I want you to compete at the highest possible level, but then I don't want you to be emotional around it. Certainly, there's a line you can cross that warrants consequence, but there should be some latitude. For young athletes, it depends on who you are. It's okay to show emotions if, in fact, the emotions that you show and the outbursts that you might have, let's just call it that, is a reset for you. It was for me. If I'm having an outburst or if I'm letting out a yell or whatever it is that I'm doing, for me it was a reset. And it was necessary to let it out because I was reaching a boiling point, and I knew if I didn't let it out, it was going to affect what I do next. And so it allowed me to reset, get more intense, more determined, and more focused on getting what I wanted. And it was a great thing for me, a valuable thing for me. For a lot of athletes, it's not. When they get emotional, they also get judgmental. When you get judgmental, you're going to hold on to the past, you're going to carry that into the present, it's going to affect what you do next. And that's a very slippery slope. It's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down because it only will create negative outcomes. So you have to know who you are. If when you get emotional, it creates judgment, you can't really get emotional because that's unhealthy for you. It's not going to be positive in the results that you create. If you are that person who's capable of being emotional and you can let it out while also allowing it to be a reset for you, then I think it can actually be a really positive thing. So you have to know who you are. And if you are not that person who can be emotional or demonstrate or show emotion, then you need to strengthen your mental game so that you can be strong enough to have an emotional moment and use it as a reset. Knowing who you are is really important so you know whether or not you are the type of person who can get emotional while also being able to reset and using that as a springboard to creating better results in the next moment.